Hey guys, welcome back to Bubbly Toons. South Park may be known for its outlandish moments, but it also has touched upon some philosophical topics during its run. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some of the best philosophical moments on the show, hybrids and smugness. In Smug Alert Season 10, Episode 2, South Park is swept in an environmentally friendly hybrid car craze. When the Broflovskis decide to move to San Francisco to be with their own kind when not enough folks in South Park aren't driving them in the beginning, Stan Marsh writes a song to motivate people to drive the mostly electric cars in order to get Kyle back. What Stan didn't predict, however, was the smug attitude South Parkians would end up having. The residents are so proud of themselves for driving Priuses that, alongside George Clooney's Smug Academy Award speech, creates a deadly smug cloud in the mountain town and from Hollywood that is set to hit San Francisco, South Park, and many more places. The aftermath sees South Park citizens crucifying hybrids, only to have Stan correct them. Electric vehicles are not a problem. They are necessary for curbing the effects of climate changes and other issues. The problem is acting high and mighty about driving them. Nostalgia and the present. This episode, 4th grade, follows the gang and some other now 4th graders as they prepare to travel back to the 3rd grade where life in general was easier. Their new teacher tries to reach her new kids, but to no avail. After some Star Trekkies retrofit Timmy's wheelchair to travel back in time, and he's the only one that does, the kids continue trying to make it back to the 3rd grade. By the episode's end, the 4th grade teacher asks why they wish to go back in time since life is about going forward and experiencing new people, places, and things. Even though there are moments of nostalgia and events from our past people wish they could relive, if they already have and they were good, why would they want to? She makes the comparison of life to a game, that the harder the game life gets, the more fun it becomes. By the show's conclusion, Kyle, Stan, Cartman, Kenny, and the rest of them agree. Friends. All About Mormons Season 7, Episode 12 is an episode featuring a new boy in town, Gary Harrison from Utah, who is smart, kind, understanding, and more. He makes friends with Stan at the bemoaning of the gang, and soon Randy Marsh after befriending Mr. Harrison, and they convert to Mormonism. The episode also details the history of Mormonism and Joseph Smith, its founder. After some harsh words, Stan no longer wants to associate with Gary, and in an even greater move, Gary chastises Stan for not only being unkind and intolerant, but telling him he has some serious maturing to do. What is the economy? Margaritaville Season 13, Episode 3 is an episode centered on money-wasting purchases and the question of what exactly the economy is. Stan ends up all the way to the Federal Reserve to return his dad's Margaritaville machine and receives a bailout for $9 trillion, while Kyle takes on everyone's debt with a credit card with no spending limit, claiming that humans are the economy, thus making it real and not real. John Edwards and the Death Question. The 15th episode from Season 6 sees Stan, Kyle, and Cartman try to expel Kenny's soul from Cartman's body by visiting the John Edwards show. Even though that failed, Kyle falls for the psychic's antics, believing that his deceased grandmother spoke to him, that he isn't doing what she asked, and that he would see 4 white doves. Kyle transforms overnight and enrolls in an art school, refusing to return to South Park. Stan visits Edwards, telling him he isn't psychic. Everyone has a voice called intuition and he isn't special. Stan also finds books on cold readings and learns that Edwards has his studio bugged with microphones in order to hear the audience members beforehand. By the end, he debunks Edwards and declares that people wouldn't want their past loved ones floating around, and that even though it's natural to wonder and have questions about life after death, psychics inhibit peace and progress. getting older and getting cynical. When Stan meets his 10th birthday in You're Getting Old, he begins to develop a profound sense of cynicism after initially mistaking it for an illness in which he literally sees fecal matter everywhere around him. Yes, we know, weird, right? After all, South Park loves exaggerating everything. Anyway, his doctor and parents tell him that it's only natural, a part of life and growing up, but he can't help but feel down anyway, especially since the rest of the gang maintains their innocent, carefree worldview. He copes as best he can, but not without some issues along the way. A beautiful sadness. After Wendy breaks up with Stan in Raisins Season 7, Episode 14, he joins the goth kids and wallow in misery. When Butterscotch gets dumped, he describes to Stan how he's happy he had something so good to make him feel sad about later. He's thankful that something could make him feel so alive, so human. He tells Stan it's like a beautiful sadness, and he's going to take the bad with the good. Thanks for watching.